Hello friends, here we are to show you another art project, and today I'm showing you how to paint very simple and basic dot art on a piece of rock which I picked up from the beach. And I hope you all will enjoy watching the process, how from one small dot a beautiful rock is ready, which you can use it as a gift, or you can use it as a paperweight, or you can just decorate by your meditation center. Okay, I hope you will enjoy working on it. Here's following what you need for it. Hi friends again. Okay, so for this rock painting project, I'm showing some basic things. It's gonna be a basic painting on the rock. For that, I chose this rock. I found it on the beach. I tried to look for something that is very smooth, the smoothest as possible. I like this and I got it, and I'm gonna see how it work on it. I'm taking a brush to paint over it. I'm taking color of choice. This is my choice color. I have taken this yellow shade for the base. It has gold, antique gold acrylic paint, and then I'm using red and white combination. I also have this for special writing and stuff, but if you don't have, you can use your sharp. Some water to use while you're painting, and I have my special dotting tools, but I can give you the alternative for this. Especially this tool is easily available for any nail art place, or you can use, for this side it's equal to a toothpick. You can use toothpick instead of this, and for this side maybe the wooden sticks that we use for cooking. You can say like to make the skewers, you can use that stick for this point. And this big one you can use if you have any chopstick at home. So those are the alternative, but trust me, you will have 100 of things around the house that if you look at carefully can be useful, like the back tip of any brush that you have. It also can be any push pins if you have, or back tip of your pencils. So options are many. Please look into your house what is available. Paint color is your choice, and the rock, as I told you, I didn't buy from anywhere. I just picked up from beach, so you can do same. So now we're gonna begin to paint the base. For base, as I told you, I'm taking this color which names antique gold. Now it's not a golden paint, it's just the name antique gold. It's a darkest shade of yellow with some antique touch. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to start. So this is how I painted the base. You can see I'm still brushing over it, doing it double or triple layer, and I'm just painting the top, not the bottom, so you don't have to worry about flipping it over. I'm just gonna paint one side and let it dry at least until you're able to touch it and see that your finger is not getting any paint. So do that, and then we'll be ready for next. Okay, as I can see that the paint on my rock is dry now. That means it's ready for me to begin the next step, the fun part, the decorating part. So I'm painting like dotting, and for that we always have to decide a point, a dot, first dot where I want to begin. Now it doesn't have to be in the center. If you want to begin from a corner, from the bottom, from the top, from this side, it can be from anywhere. But I want to still paint in circular motion, so I'll begin from a center, and that will be my first dot with the white dot from this tool. So I'll show you with my first step how it goes. So I take the first big dot and I decided to be here. Just put it in the center like this, And look. And now I'm making dots around it with the white tip, and this is my white tip, and I'm going to begin giving dots on the sides. Now the best way to bring it in a proper circular with equal distance is, let me show you from the back side, is always make like a clock, 12, 6, 3, 9, and then fill between that how many it comes, 2 in each, 2 in each, 2 in each, 2 in each. So I'll show you with each step I go, and that will help you creating a equal distance circle. So this is how I meant that. First make 4 equal dots, up, down, side, side, and then put between the 2 dots as many dots will fit. According to this, I think only 1 will fit, and I'll show you that too. Look at this. So now this is how the first step has came out. Okay, and we begin to next step. For the next step, I'm choosing the back tip, which I told you can be alternate by a toothpick. And I'm going to take the red paint with it and put the dot in between of 2 white circles, just like this, and I'll continue. So this is how I put a dot, a red dot in between the white circles on the upper side. Okay, now in zoom you can see that the rock is actually not so smooth. It has the texture. But when I take it far, what do you see? Pretty smooth, right? So this is how I put the red dots, and now I'm going to begin with the next step, which again will be with red. Now I gave the circle of red thick dots with this tool, and you can do this with the chopstick as I told you, or if any back of the pencil tip. I did the same thing, top, bottom, right, left, and then fill 2 in between. Now at one place I see that my paint did mixed up. I'm gonna try to separate it, but not when it's wet, because that will smudge the paint around and I won't be able to correct it because I have a base. So I'm gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna show a way of neglecting this part that got mixed up. And now we are ready for the next step. I'm using the same tool with the white paint, placing a dot in between the red dots on the upper level now, and going all around. Now I don't have to go right and left because my only mission is to follow 2 red dots and between that. So I will go equally all around. You can see how I put my first dot, and that's how I'm going to follow. You see? That's how I will follow all around. Look at this. This is my next line over the circle, and now I'm going to come back with this tool, the thicker side, not the thin side, the thicker side, and put a red dot in between to show it connected. So this is how it looks after I added the tiny red dots, and I'll continue with one more round with the red big dots, and this time I'm taking a bigger size, which can be as compared to the back of the pencil tip, the thick ones, or any pencil color, or if you have push pins. I think the push pin will work well for that also if you don't have the tool. I'll compare my second tool with the first one to show you how thick I'm going. So see the difference. Okay, I hope you can see the difference clear. This is the thin one which I've been working, and now I'm beginning with the thicker one. And the red mistake that you all saw, I'm adding the white small dot in between so that it will be hidden. It will not be shown that the 2 red painted dot connected. This is how it will look. Okay, and my big red dots looks like this, and as you can see now we are almost ending up the circle, the dot circle. the pattern will change now. So in the next step, you see how I'm gonna give it to a nice end. Now to give it a edge, the end part, I'm gonna add one white dot on the tip of the, like the center of this big red dot. Copy it to all white all around, and then change the pattern again. Now I'm adding one more white dot in between these tiny whites to give it like a white border, as you can see. Now when you do this dot work on a paper, it's a different experience, and if you do it on a canvas, it's different. If you do it on a market bought pebble or rock, it's different. And now since I'm trying on a natural rock just picked from a beach, it's completely different. The smoothness, the complete circle motion, everything depend on the surface. So don't wonder when you see my other work and think, oh, on this rock it looks different, because this is a natural rock, natural beach rock. So it's gonna be different than the market bought one, because those are polished, smooth textured, and completely rounded. Okay, so I'm gonna give this end right here with this last white dot, like this. Can you see well? And now I'm gonna just write a nice message around it. So I decided to write love on it. I used my this pointy tip paint, but if you don't have that, it's all right. You can also use the Sharpie and write with that. And now just to highlight it, I'm giving a border to this, starting with the thick dot, and I'm gonna run it down to the small. Let me give some big dots and I'll run it down to the small. Same thing I'm gonna do on the top, starting with the big dot and run it down to the small. Okay, so this is my final piece look like. Hope you all like it. Give it a try. It doesn't have to be rock, paper, canvas. It can be any material. Okay, so do give it a try, and I think you all will succeed to it, because this is just a simple dot. Just that you need to remember to go in the symmetry. Okay, which I showed you, 12, 6, 3, 9, and then fill between. Then your circle will be completely equal. Okay, hope you enjoy it. Bye.